sit still.
This is the 2020 facelifted model Mercedes-Benz C-Class. It is one of the cheapest and most affordable ways to get behind the wheel of a brand new Mercedes. And is it worth it? In this review, we're gonna find out. But let's talk engine choices first, because in a typical Mercedes-Benz fashion, you have plenty of them. This one here, it has a gas strut, which I think is a really nice addition, but is the C220D, which is a 2-liter turbocharged diesel engine producing 194 horsepower. And according to Mercedes-Benz, it should be good enough to sprint from 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds. But is that the case? We're gonna find out why later. Regarding the all other engine options, you have plenty to choose from, but I think this is the perfect balance. Hence why we chose this car for the review today, because I think it's the perfect blend of performance and daily drive usability. You get the fuel economy and the performance if you want to overtake or get that a little bit of fun and thrilling moments on the road. Let's talk about the differences between this facelifted version and the original W205 from 2014. The C-Class now gets completely redesigned front and tail headlights, as well as some new rim options and new engine options. Just as you can see here in the front, you get these full matrix LED headlamps as an option, and they are really bright and the design is absolutely stunning. Facelifted models haven't changed whatsoever on the side, and that's a good thing because the original car was already a great looking sedan. This current car is fitted with the AMG Night Pack, and I think it looks absolutely great, especially in that contrasting Designo white diamond color. You also get this AMG package with the AMG wheels, which are 18s, and that brings to the whole ambience to make it look a bit sporty. This is why, again, I think it proves that it's a really good mixture of performance and daily drive comfort and usability. The clean look continues at the rear of the car with these new, now revised taillights. They have that completely 3D look and I think are the perfect fit for that 2020 model year. You also get shiny bits of chrome everywhere, and if you choose, as already mentioned, with this car have the optional AMG Night Pack, you can make it darker or just leave it the way it is, and it makes it a little bit more posh. There is also a rear diffuser, which is, if you look, completely fake, but it brings to the overall ambience and to the good look of the car. And last but not least, for the diesel engines, you get these fake vents, which absolutely don't mind whatsoever because it suits the diesel car. And for all petrol models, you get real exhaust vents. Actually, it is the fitting of the housing with the real exhaust inside. So 2020 Rio. We can talk liters and all the nonsense, but I think the biggest proof is that you can fit a normal size adult inside the trunk. So for most cases, that will be pretty decent and big enough boot for all your needs. Take my word for it. Sitting in the interior of the facelifted 2020 Mercedes-Benz C-Class feels exactly the way it should. However, there are a couple of things you need to consider before buying one. You don't get the latest MBUX infotainment system like you would in the new A-Class or a GLE. And also, the benefit of that with the older system is that you have the scroll wheel, which makes everything super easy to control. You get all the shortcut buttons here in the central console, and also the climate control is available at a separate place. The materials are another very strong point of this 2020 Mercedes C-Class. You get soft touch materials everywhere you look, and they are really premium quality. They've done a really good job with the interior of this car. This current model has the Article leather seats with Alcantara in the middle, which stands for fake leather. However, they are at really good quality and work very well with the rest of the interior. Another thing that they've upgraded from the previous model is the infotainment system. Now it is a bigger, very bright screen, and you can get as an option digital driver's display. This one doesn't have it and still looks really good. You can control everything from the steering wheel and check all the information as you need. The left one works for the driver and the right side controls the infotainment. The turbine style air vents from the S-Class from the previous generations are now in the C-Class, and they look very nice. Generally with these chrome pieces everywhere you look, like on the vents, on the climate control, and some trims here and there, bring the level of the cabin to a very high standard. I'm 180 centimeters tall, and you can see there is a massive amount of room here. You get more than 15 centimeters of headroom, although the seat is being put to exactly my driving position. Let's go and check out the rear seats, because when considering buying these cars, this is a really important aspect. Sitting in the interior of the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, you can see you have plenty of both knee room and headroom, and one probably little downside would be potentially that you are a little bit cramped in terms of foot space. However, for 4 proper adults in the car, that would be no issue. Maybe if you put a 5th person, it might get a little bit cramped, but as it is now, it is perfectly comfortable and I can rest my head. If you spec, however, the panoramic roof, bear in mind that it will eat on that head space. However, as it is now, it is super comfortable. Good morning, and it's a new day, and we are gonna be testing the C-Class after some extensive driving in the past couple of days. What is the first feeling about the car? It is extremely well balanced and very comfortable over bumps, and it deals great with the Bulgarian roads, which are with pretty uneven surfaces and quite a lot of potholes. We brought the car to a little nice location with a lot of twisty turns, so we can try the driving dynamics. However, I already know and have the impression that this car handles really well. It is definitely the more comfortably oriented car rather than the sporty one like its competitor, the 3 Series, but this is where it stands out most. It's just like a proper Mercedes, even though it doesn't have the air ride like an E-Class, for example, but still it is super comfortable. We have that 18-inch wheels, which are doing great job to deal over bumps, and generally feels super nice. Continuing with the engine of the car, it is the 2-liter turbocharged diesel producing 194 horsepower, and it's more than perfect. It is really the perfect blend between performance and comfort. You get really good economy. Over the past couple of days we managed to average around 5 liters outside the city and around 6.5 liters in the city. If you even do spirited driving, it's still not gonna go way up 7.5 to 8 liters, so really good numbers for that type and size of car. Another really good area is the gearbox. It's a 9-speed automatic, and it shifts really smoothly. In all conditions you feel like in a very expensive car because of these really gentle shifts. Even in sport it feels absolutely well composed. The ride, super nice. The suspension, it jiggles a little bit over bumps, but it's very good in general. The daily drive visibility of this car makes it perfect because of the all-around visibility you get, and the turning circle is really good in city driving. In comfort, as we already mentioned, is pretty good, and if you change in sport by the drive mode selector here, Sport Plus, what it does simply is it sharpens the throttle response and it makes the steering heavier, also changes some gears. So let's try if it is fun as some of the other cars on the twisty road. You here get the 180 degree, you turn, and it holds really good. Plus it has really decent performance. I am pretty impressed with the car. So, what do I think of the 2020 Mercedes-Benz C-Class? If you are on the market for a mid-size sedan and you are looking for the latest technology and really good looks and classic styling, all under the head of a premium brand like Mercedes-Benz, then this is definitely a very worthy winner. However, be careful when choosing the right car for you, because there are some really good competitors like the 3 Series from BMW. Because at the end of the day, it's important what do you like the most and what price are you paying. And if you choose the C-Class, then surprise, I have a price list. Let's see how much this will cost you from Silver Star in Bulgaria. For this current model, with the discount, you are looking at 46,500 euros, which the equivalent is in around 90,000 level, which I think is a really good price for what are you getting here. So if you consider getting one and you are in the local area of Sofia and Bulgaria, make sure to check the Silver Star. There will be link down below, and you can find really good and amazing deals on more Mercedes-Benz cars. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. And make sure to subscribe, otherwise I'll come to your house and eat all your food. And make sure to see our next video, otherwise you see me tomorrow.